to get it passed through the House of Representatives. We're trying to see if we can secure bipartisan support. And then once it gets in the Senate works in mysterious ways. So we've got to work on that as well. But the first step is to try to get out of the House.
David, are you hopeful? And is it just enough to have your crazy idea see this kind of support?
Well, I mean, let me thank the congressman publicly. I mean, this is the way it's supposed to work. A citizen gets a half-decent idea, it finds its way to his elected representative, and a year later, literally a year later, it's a bill. It's a bill on the floor of the House of Representatives. It gives me, if that can happen, then sailing through the Congress down to the president's desk should be the easy part.
David Kiffin and Congressman Ted Lieu, thank you so much for being here, and good luck.
Thank you.
Coming up, the saga over who invented Flamin' Hot Cheetos. A former janitor says he did. But there's more to this spicy story. Plus, according to the experts in Las Vegas, he's the world's greatest card sharp ever. You'll meet him next when LA Times Today returns. We'll be right back.
Spectrum News 1 is brought to you by Walters Mercedes-Benz of Riverside, where the lower cost of doing business helps you get a great price.
Hey, Paula. Hi, John. I hear your interior design firm has been having some internet issues.
We do a lot of online design consultations, and our internet lags a lot.
It makes for very frustrated clients.
You should switch to Spectrum Business. You get fast internet at a great low price. 200 megabits per second for $49.99 a month. You can add business phone for $19.99 a month.
That is half of what we pay now.
Until they add in the hidden fees.
Spectrum Business has no hidden fees. What you see is what you pay. Call 855-344-4144.
Okay, wait. It has to be reliable.
Spectrum Business has over 99.9% network reliability. And you can add wireless internet backup for constant connectivity, even if the power goes out.
Ooh.
All right, that's impressive.
What's even more impressive is the value. 200 megabits per second for $49.99 a month, and a business phone for just $19.99 a month. Call 855-344-4144 today.
I was waiting for the light to turn green, and then from out of the blue, I felt the crash. Everything happened so fast. I wasn't able to work. I had neck braces, I had rehab. It was a difficult time in my life.
Helping Jesus get back out on the front lines as quickly as possible with the settlement he deserved was our goal. And we couldn't be happier with the results we got for him.
Accident, moving to be called Jacob and running, call Jacob.
We went through a lot this past year. We mourned the loss of what was and what could have been. We were resilient and hopeful. We found new ways to be there for each other. We donated our plasma, which helped those suffering get back to their loved ones, and enabled researchers to develop new treatments. And we're not done. If you've recovered from COVID-19, we still need your help. Learn where to donate at thefinestsinus.org.
Welcome back to a Best of LA Times Today. Well, Flamin' Hot Cheetos aren't just a favorite American snack. They are a neon, red-hot cultural phenomenon that have inspired rap videos, recipes, even streetwear designs. But the story of how they were created and by whom has become the subject of much debate and controversy. LA Times reporter Sam Dean talked about what he discovered. Sam, what a great story. It really took off. Tell us the rags to flamin' hot famous story of Richard Montañez.
Yeah, so I mean, for years, a lot of people have probably seen this story. There's been a story that's going around on blogs and videos, and this guy, Richard Montañez, has been giving a lot of speeches, public speaking engagements. He has a memoir coming out and a movie coming about his life, about the story of how he was working in Rancho Cucamonga at a Frito-Lay plant out there for, a little while as a janitor and then as a machine line worker. And he came up with the idea for Flamin' Hot Cheetos in his telling. And then, that was it. It kind of took off. He pitched it directly to the CEO. He called him up. The CEO flew out. He saw the pitch. He saw the product. It ended up hitting markets. And then that led to him climbing the corporate ladder and becoming this kind of inspirational figure in, Latino marketing and just motivational speaking in general.
Yeah, he's making some pretty big bucks doing speeches or commencement speeches or motivational speeches all over the country.
It's kind of ramped up since he retired in 2019, and he has on Speaking Bureau sites, he has speaking fees between $10,000 and $50,000 for these speeches, including some on Zoom. He's done them at Harvard Business School, for the Philadelphia Eagles, USC. It's really Target, all over the place.
So, what made you suspect that there was more or less to this story?
So we got an anonymous tip that there were some issues with the story, and then just started digging, honestly. And pretty quickly, some details didn't quite seem to line up with the historical record. He always says that he called this one CEO, Roger Enrico, who, if anyone was reading business journalism in the 80s, would remember his